Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Oh my goodness. Talk about shopping. This has been a week for shopping, building up inventory. Oh, it's been an extremely busy week. It's been early mornings. So Chris and I on Valentine's Day did what we love to do and went to an auction down at Shipshewana. Then the next day I got up, oh my gosh, way too early to go to a estate sale that was, luckily, since we are moved into a closer house, was about 35 minutes away, but they had primitives. So if you know anything about primitives, there's not a lot of them out there and they are very highly sought after. So I wanted to show up to be like, it started at 9, I wanted to be there at least by 7 to be one of the first people through the door to, get y'all wonderful stuff. And I was number 13 at 6:48 in the morning. I was number 13. So then the next day there's another estate sale. Now this estate sale is number 6. This is number 6 of this estate sale company doing a gentleman's antiquing collection. He was a dealer. He had a booth. He had a stash. I don't know why they didn't do an auction. They are on number 6 in estate sale. So I have the enticement for me to go to this one again is because they have ironstone, and y'all know ironstone has my heart. So that's where I found all those yummy butter pats that one time. So yeah, once you find something, you're back at it. So 3 days, 3 sales, early mornings. I'm probably still trying and making video for you all. I got a couple Goodwill hoards because, of course, if I'm gonna go to a town and there's a Goodwill and I gotta, my car just knows how to drive in. That's all makeover stuff. So I'll show that on my other channel, but I will share with you the treasures that I found at the 3 sales this week. We already shared Shipshewana's furniture with you last week because we wanted to get a couple of the pieces in the booth. So I hope you enjoyed that makeover. Well, it wasn't really a makeover, as the one piece just went right in, and then the second piece, needed some loving. It was nice. It just needed to be secure and work well for somebody. So let me share what I got, the rest of the treasures that I got this week. I do want to buy it. Cash and carry. Heck, I would have offered him cash before the auction to buy that ironstone, but yeah, that's not the way it works. But so we are at Shipshewana's auction house in Shipshewana, Indiana, which is every Wednesday sale, looking for treasures to buy for home decor, to resell, or even to make over. So this is where Chris and I are spending our Valentine's Day. So at Shipshewana, we were really, you just never know what you're going to find, what's going to be there. They show some pictures, but you really got to go and... So the furniture was wonderful because we did actually need furniture. I needed project pieces. We needed pieces that we could just put in the booth as is. So you already saw that. But then they also had some yummy ironstone. And y'all know I am just a lover of ironstone. Oh, and they are magnificent pieces, and oh my gosh. So, and I just laugh at the price tags. I wish I could get that much. And then there's like, so it must have been from somebody's antique booth, because they're like, okay, this is rare, it is in excellent condition, it has a signature at the bottom, but it is in excellent condition. This teapot is wonderful. Oh my goodness. Lid, everything. That, yeah, so love the teapot. So then a little soup tureen, yet again, other than needing a bath because it's been sitting around. Tag. I believe this is a Johnson Brothers. Yet again, I wish I could get those prices for it, but beautiful condition. Oh my gosh, beautiful. But wait, there's one more. There's another one. So yeah, I will be popping these up on eBay. Probably not anywhere near that price. But anyway, so yes, wonderful condition. These are beautiful. This one is actually a Meakin piece, which, you know, I collect Meakin, but I've got quite a few. And then we got a couple, and this is another Meakin. Beautiful sugar. This one's in wonderful shape also. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Like I said, they need a bath. They've been sitting around for a while. My next piece is not in beautiful shape. The base is in beautiful shape. It's got that beautiful detail. It is also a Meakin piece. It's got some crazing. We've got crackage. It's got some beautiful age going on here. It does not have the little gravy spoon that would have been with it, but still a beautiful ironstone piece. And then when we go to Shipshewana, a lot of times we don't walk away with a lot that we actually want to bid on. But Chris did get me to resell, because I know I've had many people say, hey, if you find a plate, like I had a couple of the vintage toast holders that people use for plates. So this is another plate holder, which is kind of hard to see. Chris got a little wind up. There were somebody else there and some older Tonka pieces, and he could not touch them, the collectors, because he just wants to resell them. He's not necessarily collecting them. A few little cast iron pieces. These little mailbox banks sell really well. And then I know I've had others asking about like cast iron animals. This is a little sheep. Oh, beautiful. Love that. We got an egg basket, and then I salvaged these out of, because some of the ironstone pieces I had came with like a whole bunch of glassware that I was just going to send right to auction. But I thought, you know, I might use those as project pieces. You never know. And then, you know, I love green handled, red handled. So a box, you know, I'm like, yeah. Even though I'm like, really? Did you throw these in there? Like, I'm not going to put those in a vignette. This is actually really weird. Tell me how you use that. So you must hook it somehow to the wall? I don't know, but anyway, I was happy to get some vintage kitchen utensils with the yummy color. Look at that color. Oh, that is fun. I did get these corbels, though they're not old. They're just like those other salvage pieces. They need to be repainted, a much better paint job. And then here's Chris's Valentine's gift. The ironstone was my Valentine's gift. And then he got this beautiful hardware sign. It is porcelain, and it apparently was supposed to have, like back in the day, it would have had some neon lights on it. That's what these big holes are. So he was pretty excited about winning. He had like a number he was going to go up to, and he ended it with his number. Shipshewana purchase. It is just a little desk. Chris bought it while he was there. I can't lift it up because it is... I'm sorry, I said it's snowing. It's snowing out right now. I bought this little project piece, chest of drawers, but this is just a cute little desk. It is adorable, and even has the key. So that will just be sold as is. If I could lift it up, it has like velvet. No, I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try. So here I am sitting at my car, in my car, waiting for an estate sale. I'm number 13. like before 7 I was here, this sale has some amazing stuff. I cannot believe that you have to be to estate sales in my area so stinking early. Oh yeah, it wasn't even light out yet, so I didn't see the sign up list because it was dark. I couldn't even see anybody getting out of their car. So I'm number 13 on the list to go into the estate sale. Whether or not the house is really tiny, whether or not I will be able to film in there, I have no idea. But holy cow. Yeah, we pickers, we go out early to get the good stuff. That is for sure. So I'm hoping to find some treasures for you all. So we'll see. So I wasn't able to film when I actually went into the auction. This is actually, I had come back to do a second round here because I had went to some local antique malls, then came back to see if there was anything left. I kid you not, there had to be 80 to 100 people waiting to get into this auction. So here are some of the treasures. I took some screenshots of some of the treasures that were on the internet that enticed me to want to come 2 hours and 15 minutes early to an estate sale. Now, there is a story because there were some other memorabilia that some men wanted, and there was actually a guy who spent the night there. So I'm not as crazy as one would think, coming 2 hours and 15 minutes early, but to spend the night, that was a story I just could not believe. So yes, these were some of the enticements. I'm like, okay, I'm going early. I want to be able to have, and it's not like they let you in one by one. You get your number, and then they just kind of let, I think they did not let all 80 to 100 people in at the same time. They let about half of us in. So there was a top level and then a basement level, but you can see why I wanted to be early. Okay, so estate sale. So luckily this estate sale, some estate sales in our area do not let you take bags in, or you have to have like a clear bag that they can see, or I have an old vintage like shopping basket, metal shopping basket that I'll take a lot. But luckily this company lets you bring in totes or, you know, bags to carry stuff in, or I don't know how I would have done it, but I got a lot of stuff. I actually, and they said they didn't have any holding space, but I was lucky enough that they did. Like I said, I was number 13 in, but I was number 13, but I was the first woman in. I don't know if that mattered or not, but I knew I'd studied the pictures. There were some pieces I really, really wanted, which was this big guy. Oh, the sheep. Y'all know that I love the sheep. I love animals, and this is what I went for. I wanted this. So I was trying to scam, I was picking things up while I was trying to find this beautiful sheep. Though it was missing 2 of its wheels, even though you see all 4. This little piggy pull toy only had 2 wheels. So I put those on this for right now, and then I ordered, I only can find them on eBay, these little wheels. I was having a hard time finding them, but I'm happy to help somebody out, small business on eBay, so I can replace the wheels on this guy. Yes, and if y'all know, he's going up on eBay for sale. I only have so much room, and my rule of thumb is if I put it up on eBay and nobody buys it in 2 weeks, then it goes into my booth. So if I need inventory. So it was all about animals. A metal pig, another little metal pig, a metal sheep that's hollow, it's not solid, but oh my gosh. And then a wooden crow. I just recently picked up a whole bunch of crows. This woman and I could have been friends. We could have went shopping together. And then one more, one more animal. Cow? Sheep? Which animal do you think this one? I am a little bit on the fence, but there's something about animals on a stand And I know I posted like on social media, on Instagram, that I had these, but most of these I won't do anything to. They are green. They're not rusty, crusty. They have beautiful age to them. Maybe this one, maybe. We'll see. And then the last metal animal, it's a rocking horse. Oh my gosh. So this was my second trip through when I unloaded, and I, you know, like, you gotta look down there. Her house was packed. I don't know how other YouTubers video going to sales, because I am not wearing a camera on my person so everybody knows that I am videoing. I am not comfortable like that. But it is elbow to elbow. I kid you not, if there wasn't 80 people to 100 people at this sale, I think they let 50 of us in at the same time. That house was just a little ranch house. You saw it was small. It was small, and there was way too many of us. So yeah, it was a lot of looking up, looking down, because they pretty much just priced it where it was. And then of course, because it was dark in the house, you had to, like, yeah, I was glad that I went around 3 times and gathered stuff up. I did pick up this metal cloche, and it was funny because I was number 1 and there was a beautiful old dough bowl underneath that. But just because you're number 1, they let you all in at the same time. So somebody got it. It's fine. At least she took this out because I really wanted this. I have other dough bowls. My first grab in was a jadeite bowl that needs to have some rust be gone on it. So I grabbed that right out of the kitchen. Really that was my first grab, because I knew, studying pictures, that's what we do. Study pictures, and I knew that she had a jadeite bowl in the kitchen. My third grab, nobody had grabbed the ironstone pitcher. Look at, it's like a dolphin. Dolphin? Going for a dolphin with the fancy hair. It's a Meekin piece. It was that in a bowl. Third time around, nobody grabbed it, so I'm weak. I'm very weak when it comes to ironstone. I got a beautiful, just needs cleaned, coffee grinder, and then like a little mini display coffee grinder. I don't even think this yeah, it's just decorative, but it's so super cute. I've sold ones like this, and these usually with the detail sell better for me than with no detail. Handful. I forgot when I entered the kitchen, because I was on the search for the sheep, that they had a turkey butter mold. You know, so I wanted the turkey, but I didn't get that. But I got the other one. So we got a crow, an owl, a pumpkin, and a teddy bear. Oh, love these. Great decorative pieces. Awesome pieces. Wooden items. I grabbed this little, like a salt box that I think I might put some wording on it. A bigger size cookie butter press, and another one of these little ones, because I just love these. And then I couldn't help myself. I didn't need a wooden spoon, but look at the patina on that wooden spoon. I'm a sucker. I am a sucker. Now this piece I picked up, I don't know, the second or third time around. I thought it was really cool. It's a puzzle of lambs, especially coming into the season. Oh, it's just beautifully done. Oh, yeah. Couple swans. I actually didn't buy all of the swans because a couple of them were priced really up there, but I did pick up these 2. I think this one could use a paint job, and this one I would just clean up and take that little ribbon off there. But swans. A couple more ironstone pieces, and a little Meekin little vase-like little butter pat. Hello, little bit bigger butter pat. Now I know that people have been asking if I'm going to do like Easter, like the little vignettes that I did at Christmas time with the ornament boxes. You know, vintage Easter is actually harder to find than vintage Christmas. So I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to be a gatherer and gather it. So there was this wind up little chicken that was super cute. And hold on, I got to set him down. And then I've actually sold one of these before. I think he's there. It's just fun. I gotta it's a little twisted, have to work on untwisting it, but as you spin it, they peck at their little food. It's just a fun little toy, especially if your grandchildren are coming over or you got little ones in the house. Just a fun little toy. So when you're at a sale, you're never done shopping. So it was kind of like a McDonald's line where they have 2 lines going in because the house was so small. It was like 2 lines. You couldn't even shop upstairs because everybody was trying to check out. So as I'm into the checkout, I spy down at the ground. It's a Jim Shores Santa. I'm like, hey, I didn't see him in my 3 times around because everybody was everybody was in that area. So I did. He's beautiful. He's in great condition. Now this piece is something for Chris to put in his booth. They're for liquid alcohol drinks, I think. I don't know. But they're just cool little vintage gas pumps. This one's Superfast Canada. So he has one other that doesn't have any wording on it, that hasn't sold, but maybe I could find wording for it. I think it's because it doesn't have any wording, and that was I don't know, I think I got it at a garage sale or something. And then my last piece from this haul was this orb. So whether I resell it or keep it for my own gardens, she had some beautiful, outstanding pieces, but I didn't have help to lift, and I went in first thing and it was a nice dark morning, and then when he left it was like a blizzard. You couldn't even see, and by the afternoon, that's how it always is, it was gone. It was melted. So that's what I got at that estate sale. So now the next day, here I go to another sale. So I was 2 hours early again. I was number 1 this time. And you always feel silly when, I don't know about you all, but I feel a little silly when I am number 1. But you just don't know. This is actually the 6th sale of this estate that this estate sale company has been doing. They actually moved it to a larger facility. It was at a Masonic temple in a town that had a couple antique malls, but they decided to move it so they could be able to display more of the stuff for sale. So there was more treasures. They posted pictures. I wanted to be early. I was already on the rounds of day 3, getting up early and getting ready, and all the excitement and the adrenaline of going on a hunt. But as I was checking out from this sale, I found out that they still have more sales to come. So next weekend, I'll be going back and checking out their next sale. My gosh, this had to be just a ginormous collection. The person was an antique dealer. What a hoard that they had. So the enticement for this sale was because I stumbled across this estate sale their first sale ago, on the 3rd day, and I just by happen talked about ironstone, that I got a huge grouping of butter pats. So I'm constantly looking to see if they have any more of those yummy butter pats that I collect and also resell. Okay, last haul, y'all. This is from the estate sale, number 6 estate sale. I got a whole bunch of ironstone again now. This is a little soap dish. It does have a chip on it, but it's old, y'all. It's old. This reminded me of ironstone, though it's not. But I'm we're coming into the egg season. An ironstone lid that comes to nothing, but I will put it in my display. And the same with this should have been in a butter dish. And then I don't know really what this is. It says ironstone china, so it's another little butter pat. I thought this soup train was in wonderful shape. Is this? Yep, this was a warranted piece. Look at that. It's got the stampage in it. So that's in good shape. And then this one's not as in wonderful shape, but this little Johnson Brothers is it's aged and it can tell you a story, but it's got a beautiful detail on that handle. Beautiful. So then I did get, oh, look at this. This is beautiful. So this is that yellowware crockery. These are old. Yeah, it's crazed and it's aged, but it's not. Usually these are cracked. Usually, I mean, that's probably from the day one, but Now, so I've been trying to get out of doing a lot of glassware in my booth other than like swung vases. I bought it because I was trying to sell and whatnot. I just don't have that amount of time. One, to take the time to sell it. Another, to wrap it all up after you sell it. So that had to go. So I'm slowly sending it to auction when it's not selling. It's been done its time. So my goal is to only have like swung vases, fairy lights, jadeite, you know, little odds and ends that I know may be a little bit more popular. And then I saw this beauty and I'm like, that reminds me of bittersweet. So yeah, this is a beautiful bittersweet compote, I don't know, like a tray. Now, I know it's not as desirable as a swung vase is by any means, but beautiful, bittersweet, love it. I don't know how to sell. I haven't looked it up or anything like that. And I'll probably put it in my booth because it'll look good in my case. So the other glassware I got was this little fairy lamp. I got to get the candle out of it. It is amber. It's not flashed or anything. I try to stay away from flashed glass. But yeah, a nice little fairy light. No cracks or anything, no chips. So I was happy to have that. I've sold fairy lights in my booth also. I got a couple more jadeite piece, just a little saucer that doesn't have its cup. And then this is a rare find of having a jadeite vase. So in great shape. My battery's dead in my glow light. I need to see if these are old enough that they glow, because this says Fire King and this has a $2 sticker. I wish it was $2. And y'all know that I love animals. Now this guy is usually not a bad seller. There's a story to it. I don't know the story. So I did see him in the pictures and he's something that I wanted to resell on eBay. And then this little guy, I actually bid on one at Shipshewana, ironically, because I have another one of this and I'm kind of like, okay. It's just, and this one at Shipshewana went way out of my price range, but I'm like, hey, I'll take it. That's funny that we bid on one at Shipshewana, lost the bid, but I was able to buy one at an estate sale. Ever since I put that little toolbox together, now I'm into finding masters again, because I didn't realize how many I had sold out of my booth. I love the age of all these. Yeah. That little detail's awesome. So I picked up some wooden mashers and I really have no idea what this wooden piece goes to, but I love salvaged pops of wood, use it as a riser, put it underneath a cloche. Who cares that it's cracked? Not everything has to be perfect by any means. So yeah, I'm probably the weirdo that buys weird stuff, but I'm good with it. Can't drop him. I did pick up 3 more little Easter-like to see if I can do vignettes for you all. This guy actually rolls, scoots along. And then these are like ceramic. Yeah, look at it. I don't know if that's his original or somebody painted him, but he's in good shape. And that little chick is so super cute. But that's pretty much it. So 3 days. 3 shopping, still working on projects in the workshop, stopping at Goodwill's. Yeah, I may be a little bit on the tired side, but that's just the life of a reseller. Actually, there was a lady there that I met for the first time when we were standing in line, and she had said that she had either she lived in the Niles area. I knew she had a booth in the Niles area, which is from Onstead, the second auction or estate sale I went to. From that is, I don't even know how long that drive is. I was glad that it was only a half hour for me. I probably for this one I would have drove. The second estate sale I would have drove too. It was a good estate sale. So thanks for watching today's video. I'm sorry there's really not like a project piece that I'm going to be sharing with you. It's just 3 sales, 3 hauls. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. We will see you next time, and you can see what we're up to. Bye. So Chris thought he would share just him cleaning up a couple of his tools, even though the coffee grinder is not a tool. But there is a good way to make this just shine a little bit better. So he's just going to take off the handle and he's going to use a wire brush on his drill that'll really kind of get into the crevices a little bit more. Some of this dust and debris is kind of built up over time, and sometimes you don't really want to get the box per se wet, so it's nice to be able to clean it up this way. Unfortunately, there was a couple beautiful vices at the second estate sale that I went to, but I could not lift them, and I felt so bad because I don't know if they sold or if they're still sitting there because they're so super heavy. And vices may seem like an odd thing to buy to resell, but yeah, Chris really does resell these. But a lot of times they've been used in a workshop, so they're very dirty. There's lots of gunk buildup. So same thing, he'll clean them up, trying to get them, and they're not going to look brand new by any means, but it's nice to have them cleaned up and put the effort in to make them shine. And really, it's all about being able to see the wording. That wording was covered up. Like I said, it's just a salvaged find. It's still very, very useful. It's just cleaned up and you can see that beautiful wording. And of course we had to pop in the hardware sign in his booth. I said, even though that this bad boy has about $1,000 price tag on it, because that's what signs go for, especially this side, I really wanted him, because he sells hardware in his booth, I'm glad that he got a hold of this.